Hey guys, how's it going? Underground Geek here. So I want to talk about this book real quick before my cats end up coming down here and like destroying the basement, making all kinds of a ruckus. But I just bought this book. I bought it on a whim because basically everybody kept saying it was good. You know, that's what we keep trying to say, that our voice is being heard, that people are coming to us to find out about books, and people told me, hey, you know, this book is good. You need to get it. There's multiple reviews of it out right now. And I don't really like to call my books reviews because I don't really tell you everything in it. Like, I don't read a lot of the dialogue. I just kind of tell you basically about what's happening and then, you know, tell you to go get it. So, this is Spectacular Spider-Man, and this is the 300th issue because they're going back to original numbering, which is very confusing. And I like the credits here. They do it on the front. Zdarsky, Kubert, Keith, Lanham, all on the front there. And they got Spider-Man. They got that sign right there, Threat or Menace. So it's pretty cool. This right here, I'm not really excited about. It's whatever. But this is Spider-Man 300, or Spectacular Spider-Man. It's by Chip Zdarsky. And Chip Zdarsky has done like a full heel turn on writing. This is what happens when you want to be good, okay? So we start out here and we got an awesome shot here. Spider-Man's getting crushed. You have all the big bads right here. Everybody has bright colors distinguishing themselves from each other. Very different styles. And then you have Shocker. He's fixing to finish him off. And Spider-Man's like, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. And then, bam, Hawkeye saves him. Now, what's going on here is the villains are using some kind of virus to take away all the superheroes' tech. So anyone that's not superpowered is getting pummeled. And then it has amplified all the villains' tech. So they're more powerful than normal. So, you know, it's the classic thing. But the people that are superpowered normally are still in the fight. There's Black Panther. I like what Black Panther said right here, because the Black Panther in the movies gets on my nerves because he needs a suit to be super. Now, they kind of fixed that in the newer movie because he like basically takes on a whole regimen by himself. But he says right here, he says, likewise, my Panther suit is helpful, but it is decoration, a shell. I am the Black Panther. And then he jumps on the monster's back, starts fighting it. Whiplash is fixing to kill Ironheart. They save her. Spider-Man saves her. Busts through the window. This Spider-Man's all about action. He's all about building everybody else up, not being a wimp, being Spider-Man. And let's see. We've got Ironheart, and Ironheart's suit's not working because, like I said before, the technology's not doing anything. He gets her out, and she does something very different here because, you know, Spider-Man makes the connection between the team that he's working with and the bad guys. And he realizes that the Tinkerer, the one that's making all the villains' tech work, is actually working for them. So he's got to go back and try to save his friends. Now, when he leaves, he tells Ironheart to run away. But Ironheart does something different here. She says, I'm here to help people. And he says, I know that look. I had that when I was your age. There's no stopping you. I want you to run because you don't have your armor, but you won't. Because you're a hero. And that was cool and everything. Now, I'm never really going to like Ironheart because she pretty much straight up stole her suit from Stark. And anybody that argues otherwise has not read the books where they admitted that's what she done. She stole the suit, retrofitted it to their own thing, and then wants to pretend to be super smart when all she can do is steal other people's stuff. So I'm never really going to like her. But at least right here, she's trying to be a hero. The good guys have already found out that the Tinkerer is bad. He's got a hold of J. Jonah Jameson. He's got a Mockingbird tied up. And then the other crew shows up. They find out that he's bad as well. They're attacking. But just as they start attacking to... now, here's the thing. They're not attacking to save Mockingbird and them. They're just attacking him because they found out he's bad. He jumps into his giant man suit. And then they start, of course, trying to shoot him, and it doesn't work. Well, his suit, which is that man dude, transforms into this huge creature. So it's really cool. They're attacking, smashing. He's got the guy with the metal suit smashed up against the wall. He says, "It's a shame you won't get to see what's next." And he said, and the Spider-Man says, "Yeah, because it's going to be really cool." And then we get this awesome shot here where Spider-Man is like diving out of the roof with a car and is going to throw the car on the dude. And smack. They're going to town. They're fighting him. Everybody else is trying to help out, even J. Jonah Jameson. He thinks he finally gets the Tinkerer, but then right as he does, the Tinkerer escapes once again. He's like, crap. He says, "I am the Harbinger, Phineas Mason the Tinkerer." Because he's talking about there's something bigger coming. Of course, you know, that's the way all these stories are. So as he tries to get away, Ironheart stops him because everybody's tech is working again. Everybody has all their suits on again. They've captured all the bad guys, because without the bad guys' advantage, they were nothing. And so then they arrest the metal guy from earlier because he was helping Tinkerer. And but right as they're doing that, something bigger even happens. Or even bigger happens. A giant ship shows up. And it's just hovering over the city. What's funny is the ship has a face. Look, it has a nose, a mouth, and eyes. So it's like one big artificial intelligence. And Vision can hear it talking. He says, "Look, we can't stop this. The defenses are too high." Hawkeye gets shot down. So they decide to run. They're going to run and regroup. They take Tinkerer back. They start interrogating him. Come to find out, they had the artificial intelligence is actually a alien life form from space. They sent a scout like 10 years ago. Tinkerer made friends with the scout, talked it into not invading, and then some villains burnt down the lab and killed the android. So then that kind of twisted Tinkerer. It made him dark, made him evil. And so he actually set it up for the aliens to take over. So now they've got to figure out what to do. What are they going to plan? What's going to happen? Well, Doom shows up. Doom happens. Doom's pretty awesome. He shows up, basically says he's going to fight these aliens and to get out of his way. And they said, "Well, we need your help. Remember that time machine you have?" He's like, "What?" So they're going to use his time machine to go back in time to save them from the aliens before they ever get here. That's when the aliens find out and start attacking. So they have to pull a Terminator and then go back in time and leave the group there. So Spider-Man, Mockingbird, and J. Jonah Jameson go back in time. And Dr. Doom saves the rest of the guys and blows up the facility so that he'll destroy the aliens that were in there. But now there's no way to get back. So, yeah, so that's a cliffhanger. It ends right there, and there's no way to get back. And what are they going to do? They're going to have to go back in time to stop the aliens. So it's a cliffhanger. But here's the deal. I really like this Spider-Man story for multiple reasons. Okay, first of all, Spider-Man is not a wimp. Spider-Man is smart. He figures out about what the bad guys are trying to do. He's right there in the action. He's not doing stupid stuff. He's a hero. He's still a smart aleck, but he's a hero. That's what Spider-Man is. I mean, just look at this shot right here. Look how high T that is. He's like, "I'm going to smash you with this big car from like 5 stories up." And he does. Smash. And even other people get to help, but they don't make it unbelievable, you know. Even Ironheart helps out, but she's not like just taking over the scene. And that's what I really like about the story. That's a cool shot there. It's got a lot of detail. So yeah, it looks very, very cool to me. I definitely suggest it. Everybody kept telling me to read it. And then we get this cool page here where it starts showing you all 300 covers of Spectacular Spider-Man. Isn't that cool? You can go through here and look at all these covers. There's the black suit. There he is fighting the Punisher. So fun. I love the black suit. Keeps going. So cool. Getting to the Ultimate Saga, then you start to get to the newer stuff. Yeah, I got that one too. I'll have to read that. But then we get this short. We get this little short here with Black Cat. And I got to say, I didn't even really read the story, but I liked it so much because they drew Black Cat like so beautiful. It blew my mind. Like, where is this Black Cat at? Like, what happened to her? And she's pretty awesome too, because she like steals from everybody and they can't get away. And Chip Zdarsky wrote this one too, and it's called The Canary. Look, she's even got like glittery gloves. So he says, getting rusty. Hope you're not letting your feelings get in the way of your sworn oath to ruin fun. Hits her with a pallet. she falls down. He says, look, the Canary Diamond isn't even worth anything except historical. It's cubic zirconia. She says, oh, Spider, how long have you been doing this? There's this dance across the rooftops in New York again and again. Sometimes I think I still just to have you chase me. She says, and sometimes I think you chase me because, well, you're chasing a feeling. Something we had could still have. If only one of us would eat our fear, rise to the challenge. He said, what are you doing? She says, so here it is, Spider. Marry me. He's like, what? That's so funny. She's like, oh, tricked ya. She runs off. He's like, oh, he says, oh, my leg, my feelings. And then she runs off and she's looking hot. And so this is a fun little story. It ends kind of quick. It's just a little short. But we need this Black Cat back. Where is this Black Cat at? Because she's a lot more interesting than the gangster that we have now. She's more like Catwoman. Plus she looks hot. But anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I hope you liked the video. I got some more videos coming. I had to go get this issue because, like I said, my comic book store didn't have anything. So I got this one, and I also got, let's see what else I got. I got Rose, issue number 3, because that's the only one they had. I just read issue number 1 a while back, so I hope it doesn't ruin much. I'll try to find 2 online maybe and get caught up before I read this one. But that cover's cool. Somebody said, why is she completely covered? And I was like, well, you never know. This is armor. I mean, she's not that covered. There's like a whole midsection right there that's not covered. But, yeah, looks pretty cool. So I hope you liked the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Got some more videos coming out later. But thanks for watching, guys. Underground Geek out.